So here I'm making cream of wheat porridge. As you can see on the box, I do use a pinch of salt, mixed spice, 1 banana. I'm gonna add a banana for flavoring, a little bit of vanilla. I sweeten with condensed milk, and here they are again. Here the water is boiling up the water. It's waiting for that. I'm just going to now that was the salt. I'm gonna add the cream of wheat and mix that in properly, stir that in really well. I tend to not put too much because I don't like my porridge to be too thick or too heavy. So whatever I'm making my porridge with, I try to not put too much of it at first, because like rice, like if you're cooking rice, you can always add a little bit of water, but you can't take it back out. So you wouldn't put too much water in your rice to make it too wet, but you would be careful so that if anything you can add water. So the same with when I'm making porridge. I don't like my porridge too thick, so I don't overthrow whatever I'm using to make the porridge. If it's likely to make it too thick, I'd rather have it thin and add afterwards. Here I'm going to blend the banana. The banana also adds some consistency to the porridge, so this was something else to bear in mind. I don't measure, I just imagine. There we go. Let me know how you want your food to taste. I think you can just make it based on what you like. So here I'm making the banana very smooth, and I don't find any lumps of banana in the porridge. So I'm blending that to make it nice and smooth. And I'm going to soon add it to the porridge. And it smelled lovely. It smelled so delicious, like you could just drink it there and then. It was such a lovely smell. Look at that, so creamy and nice. I've got so many more bananas. I need to use them up in smoothies. Here we go. I'm going to add that. Look at that. Look at that. That banana added such a nice flavor to the porridge. Just pour it in and keep stirring so the porridge is nice and smooth. They call it cereal, but it's very much a porridge in consistency. On the box it says cream of wheat cereal, but for me that's a porridge, and a very yummy one that I've always liked. Just going to continue stirring that, making sure it has the right consistency. At this point I'm thinking I might be adding some cream of wheat to it, and actually I did later on. So I think this is probably after I added some, or maybe I didn't add it as yet, but I didn't put that on camera. Okay, I think I added it after the other ingredients. It's when it was simmering. So here I'm adding the condensed milk, which I store in a separate jar away from the tin. Pour that in nicely. I was saving some of that because I had something else. I could have easily used all of it. I like my porridge too sweet, but it wasn't too sweet today, thank goodness. Here I'm going to add a little bit of vanilla. I don't want the flavors to be overpowering. I just want everything to be balanced, so I just use a small bit, as you can see, of the vanilla. I don't measure, guys. I just estimate exactly. And here is a bit of mixed spice. At this point I couldn't find my nutmeg, so I just used the mixed spice, but afterwards I found it because I used it the other day to make a bread pudding, So they're mixing in my spices and everything together, still mixing in the milk, combining all the different flavors. Yes, then I'm going to leave it to simmer and leave it to thicken at the same time. There we go. And then you turn, make sure the fire is very low. Then afterwards I found the nutmeg, and here I am adding the nutmeg to the porridge, and then I'm going to stir again. By this point my lips couldn't wait to taste, to hold the spoon so that I can taste the porridge. It was smelling so delicious. Look at that. Yummy. Even now I'm so, and it finished. I don't have any more left. I know this is a weird voiceover. I'm just saying whatever comes to mind, and it's not going to change. This is how I'm putting it up. That looks lovely, and it was lovely. Even Diana enjoyed it, and Diana is not a porridge person.
Delicious. Cream of wheat reminds me of cornmeal, but without the cornmeal flavor. I was never a fan of cornmeal growing up because they force-fed it to me too often when it wasn't even sweet. As a child, you want your porridge really sweet. So because they force-fed it to me as a child, I didn't like cornmeal. So cream of wheat was my option growing up. What I preferred over cornmeal. Like as a teenager, when you start cooking for yourself, I would like to make my cream of wheat when other people would make their cornmeal. And I've recently started putting banana in it. Just blend the banana and put in. Because I like the flavor of the banana in the porridge, but I don't like the whole banana pieces. So like on here, you see they put fruits. I couldn't eat the fruits in it like that. So I blend the banana and put it in. And it's really yummy. The banana gives it a nice, smooth, mellow flavor. And I could have used whole milk, but condensed milk is the way to go. As a Jamaican, we like our porridge with condensed milk. Lots of it. Yummy. Thank you for watching. Until next time. And you can try this. If you don't like cornmeal porridge, this is an alternative. Thank you. Bye.